And then last 2 days have been good. Today was pads, did some good things, put in some new stuff and checked on some stuff. So a little rough. We'll get it cleaned up, but you know, they've been really good.
Back on that typical schedule now?
I guess. I don't know, we're on one in Dublin, and then, you know, so I guess it is. I just go, as they say around here, day by day.
You watched, Scott said you watched the fourth quarter with the offense?
Yeah.
What was your messages? What were your messages to the guys?
Well, I'll talk about the game quickly if you want to, you know, and then I'll be Belichick and move on. We did a lot. I was more encouraged than discouraged. And I told the guys 3 quarters, you had 440 yards, you had 430, you averaged 8 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 turnover that was shaky on Isaiah's, and then in the fourth quarter we didn't finish. And you know, we were really good on 3rd downs, and the fourth quarter we were 0 for 3. And then I think we were 9 at whatever it was. We were good moving in that way. I thought what we did well was we started fast, which we really harped on. We hadn't in the scrimmages, and we really, the offensive staff did a good job at halftime, put some things together, and scored 2 touchdowns in a row. And then bottom line, but we really just harped this week on finishing. And then overall, I've coached a lot of games. It's the only game I've ever coached that we didn't have an offensive penalty. So you're talking about discipline. You're talking about our offensive staff doing a great job with our players. With 75 plays, that's what 825 chances to make a mistake. This lack of discipline. So I think that, you know, is where we're at, and we just really harping on finishing.
What do you want to see this week?
Finish each play. You give a little more, and then hey, when they get to the fourth quarter, that we learned something, and that's what these guys have done. And I kind of like played it off like I had when I first got here. First practice, I'll evaluate. Second practice, first summer deal, fall camp, same thing. And I told Matt, I'm not going to say anything. Just here's the facts, and then see what you can do this Saturday, and then we can see where we're at as a football team.
Your tempo was really effective early, kind of overwhelmed Northwestern. By the end of the game, did it kind of work you guys against you? And how do you walk that fine line between using tempo at the right time or having it?
No, it just comes down to 3rd downs. You know, and situational football. They said that's why we were good on 3rd down. I keep telling the guys, it's 3rd down, you get 3 more plays. It's not just 1st down. Hey, we got a first. We get 3 more plays, and you're hanging on to the ball more, and that helps the defense. And you know, and that just takes some time. And today we had a pretty good 3rd down session. That way, harping on hey, the blitz game, the things that way, and so they're detailed in a little bit more on situational football.
When Coach Ross is talking about the creative play calling comment, working on the run game, how did you kind of perceive that, and what conversations have you guys had in the last 2-3 days?
No, it's all been good. Somebody told me, Keith told me that. I don't. I like you guys. That doesn't mean I read you. So, you know, hey, we got to get better in all parts. Coaching wise, I told the guy, we got to coach better. I got to call better plays. I got to coach better. You guys got to play, and we got to stay together, and we got to finish. And that's really the message.
Are you able to sense, Scott said it, are you able to sense that he's had difficulty letting go of play calling?
Not when we score touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everybody. He wants to win as much as anybody, you know? And it's the first time for everything. How I do things is probably different than others. But I thought our coaches did a really good job. As I said, it goes back, no penalties. They did a good job preparing the guys, especially in Dublin. All right, looking around, everything else. Our walkthroughs were good. I mean, I make notes on every day, and you're out there, and it's beautiful, and there's things that way, and a new stadium and locker rooms just average, but our guys came to play, and it goes back to again. We got to finish. We're not playing high school football anymore, where it's 12-minute quarters, 15 minutes. You got 60 minutes, and we got to do our best in the last 15 minutes of the game, and that's what. Then I said, you want to win a championship? That's what champions do.
What about Casey? What did you like about his game? What does he need to do this week?
I thought he managed things, and that goes back to no penalties. You know, with the signals, with the calls, I thought he showed leadership. Made a couple big plays on scrambles. You know, he ran into a couple things that way. It wasn't perfect. I thought he was a little better than average. Missed some balls, missed some easy throws, which were first downs and third downs, and we've worked on those things. So, you know, I think he handled everything really well, and I've seen a little more bounce in his step. I've seen a little bit more leadership this week.
Did he miss a couple in the fourth quarter? Guys just downfield that he didn't see, or he threw short?
He missed a couple early, you know, and we dropped 6 balls, and you can't do that. So, you know, we got to keep practicing, getting better. We just got to improve.
What do you want to see different, or what do you want to see with the run game, period, these next couple of weeks?
Yeah, we want to have more. We only had 2 explosive runs. You know, we'd like to be in a 7 or 8 explosive runs over 12. This guy's blocking downfield. We have one, and that just is kind of like the way offense is. You can have 10 guys doing the right thing, and one guy's a little off, and that's what happened. I think a little bit in our run game that way. You know, it was Anthony. No, you know, Anthony's first time playing, and you know, he played a little bit of Florida State, but not much. I think he showed some things. And so we got good backs, and I think as we keep moving, you'll see how those guys will progress.
You like the mix, Anthony and Jacquez and AJ as the 3?
Well, yeah, we kind of settled on Anthony there after a while, you know, and want to get those guys reps. And you know, I think you'll see Gabe a little bit more. We said you're not in the mix, and I mean, last week was my decision on that, and he'll be in the mix. So, you know, it's just getting to know each other that way.
What about Ramirez?
Yeah, Ramirez. He's got snaps at running backs. He's got snaps at wide receiver. It's been really good. He was, and I didn't watch the special teams, but the guy said he did a great job. He's a great teammate. Maybe the best teammate on the team. You know, really appreciate him and his sacrifices and his efforts.
Where do you fall on the quarterback as a weapon in the run game, and what's the fine line between involving the quarterback and making sure he stays healthy?
Well, there's, you know, we had some couple runs, and we'll have them every week for all the guys that way. The one play we put Logan in, you know, he's really good at that play. He's run it before. There's things Chuba will have down the road that he's got, and Casey's got some things that way. So they can all run, you know, make some plays in the run game. So, you know, each week we'll just, you know, diversify, go from there.
How do you feel about your young tight ends? After Travis, obviously they got called on a little bit there at the end.
Yeah, you know, Travis, I think he had 5 catches, 63 yards, and then a lot of the plan was starting to go to him, and then he got hurt, and probably I went away from him a little bit. You know, Bork had the one drop, but Bork's a good player. Those other guys, I didn't know them as well. So, you know, we'll see with those other guys. They've done well in practice. You know, but no, we miss Travis. He's the captain and the leader that way, and Casey stepped up a little bit more in his place, you know, this week.
When did you see Isaiah could be? Because you didn't get to see Isaiah in the spring. When did you kind of feel like he could really be something?
He's just gotten better and better. He's a really conscientious kid that cares so much. He puts a lot of pressure on himself. We had some talks with him. I have. Just relax and go play. And then I think he showed his ability. Same when he came to the sideline after the fumble. You know, was just really uptight. Just relax. Hey, it's going to happen. And that when he came back and made some plays. So, you know, we've got some depth out there. And Alante did a good job in the Z. He had 3 catches. So we were able to spread it around is what we want, what I would like to do. And then, but he certainly showed he can make plays.